Greetings, programs. Pyrrh here, and welcome to Minecraft on the LDS Gamers Server. Now, we're running mostly vanilla with, a few quality of life mods, basically for multiplayer. But yeah, we're doing the vanilla thing for the most part. So here we are on our very ragged-looking base. This is the beginnings of our, well, what's going to be a massive tower. This is base camp, all of the luxuries and, of home, all inside. And yeah, we can do a really quick base tour, and we're going to make a clay farm today. So welcome to that one kid. Nice to see you from YouTube. And all right, so this is our nether portal. We'll probably be relocating that to the south end of the island. Here we have Poet's little turret that I make him put in there because I don't like the pigmen. I'm not really happy with this playlist. It's all kind of weird. I may be forwarding through a lot of music. This is all like the same. All these songs sound the same. Very weird. Let's see. This says it is. I can't tell where we are. All right, there we are. If we find any really good songs, I'll add them to my playlist. Okay, so anyway, we're going to relocate this to the south end of the island at some point, but we'll keep most of the trees over here. This, I still need to move this little hut over Poet's stairs over here. They go down to some of his farms here. In fact, I'll show you. He's got a little enchanting setup that we're going to move into the tower on the second level once I get that built. This Poet stairs. This is how he builds. It's just like random. In fact, that's so close to the surface, I break into it every time I try to do something. He's a little mini cactus farm, a little mini kelp farm. Got a couple traders down here, and a little bamboo farm. Up we go. Yep, our little skeleton horses. Let's turn a UI on here. Strider and Thunderhooves. Couple spare sheep. We'll end up making a farm. I want to redo our little animal farms. Right now they're too close to the house. So when I'm hanging out AFK, that's all I can hear are chickens. I mean, I hear my real life chickens all the time, so I don't really need the in-game chickens too. Of course, today we're listening to screamy little baby quail out in the brooder. The young chickens just went outside today, so they're all getting used to things. And of course we have the cats. I don't have cows in real life, so I hear these guys mooing. I know it's the game. And of course I have not quite this many cats in real life, but I have a dozen. There's more than a dozen here. But yeah, this sounds a lot like my house. A lot of the times you'll hear them running in the background. That's nothing I can do about that. This is a little what I call the jelly farm, because this model was designed after Scar's cat Jelly. And these guys leave me presents when I sleep. So, yep, there's the tower. Base camp along with my little chickens. They give me the eggs. Of course, it's full. This is Hopper, named after Hopper in real life. She likes to go over our front fence and hang out in the front yard. And she got loose out of my chicken farm, and she ended up stuck under this fence. So at one point, I will rescue her and give her a name tag. But right now, there's Hopper. My cows. Oh, these guys aren't. One of those guys is supposed to be a regular cow. For some reason, lightning keeps striking and killing one of those cows. I'm not sure how, because they're underneath. Alright, let's... Oh my gosh, we may have to change playlists because I haven't found anything that sounds really good here. Alright. This is supposed to be Minecraft inspired, but it doesn't really sound like it. It sounds strange. Yeah, all of these just basically sound like the same piece. Okay. I ran a little bit of hip hop and okay, so that's better. All right. Except it sounds more like Christmas. Where were we? Where were we? We were making a shear because one of these mushrooms supposed to be a real regular cow. Hi, cow. That's more like it. Yeah, maybe I'd put a lightning rod over here. I thought maybe it would hit the lightning rod and not the cows, but I guess I'm not sure how it works. It doesn't make any sense to me. So there's the super smelter. There is the bamboo farm to feed the super smelter. There is a lava farm that we can also use to feed the super smelter if we want. Or feed the kelp farm, which Poet built. It's beautiful. Need one more layer so it will continuously burn. Right now we've stuffed kelp in it from the other two farms here. Those will come down as soon as he builds a third layer, and then it will be self-sufficient. I've been feeding it lava right now, but once we get that extra layer on, we will turn it over and have it burn its own kelp blocks. So when auto crafting comes in, because we're on 1.19, when we do update, we'll get the auto crafters, and this is ready to go. So what do we have here? We have, this is to make concrete. That's a little trash can, basically to dump feathers in, because this thing is full. This is my little chicken farm. Look, I've just got floating chicken in there. Cow farm, probably need to feed the cows, do a little bit of chores here. There we are. Cows, eat the wheat. Eat the wheat. There should be 24 cows in there, but I have trouble getting those last bits. And I only usually do 20 pieces of wheat. I could never get more than that fed to him. All right, so we have 64 beef for the smelter, 64 leather for the shop. There we are. Sheep farm. Lightning hit these two, so they're dead. And I got plenty. These are the colors that I'll be using for my builds, brown and pink and gray. And then white, I leave him going. And I may, when I rebuild the farms, I think I'll just keep one sheep. And then I'll just change color if I need some, you know, extra of a different color. Okay, these temporary. And I got more kitties. Here's the iron farm. We'll take a look. All vanilla farms. Of course, all built in survival. There's my... I don't know if I can stop on the ladder. Did I go all the way to the bottom? Went all the way to the bottom. See if we can sort of see the villagers a little bit. Yeah, there's the villagers. Oh, come on. And it still dumped me to the bottom. I don't know if we're going to get up there. There we go. See the... There we go. So the golems spawn in here, and then they're funneled over to the little lava block, where they indeed burn to death. And dumps all of the goodies in here. Just in case it's really full, I have a crafting table here. So I can make iron blocks and then pick up more if I need to. And can we... Oh, honestly, I have an elytra on. I'm not sure why I don't float all the time, but that saved me. Villager breeder. Currently inactive. I have their beds blocked off, so they will not be breeding. And Poet put a fence around here. He's making this like a little snowy mountain area. There we go. So there's the beds. I have sand blocking off their access to the bed so they won't make any more babies. There's my villagers. There are babies. Well, they're not babies anymore, but I got extra villagers in there. No, I don't want to go down there. So we pulled them out by minecart and let them go up to the tower to their beds to get those. These were some escapees that are over here. But, they turned into fishermen because of all of our barrels at our house. We're going to give this a couple more tries, and then I think we may end up changing music. You know, I don't mind a little lo-fi, but it's like all lo-fi stuff. I mean, it sounds like elevator music. All right. Yeah, let's find a different playlist. Come on back. Come on back. There we go. We're just going to do my playlist. These are all fairly decent pieces. There we go. All right. So we have our little mini pumpkin / melon farm. Looks like it might be time to plant a melon again. This is my little nano farm. Basically, it bone meals crops. So we can get basically all the regular crops. Wheat, beet, carrot, and potato. I've never even needed the potato and beet yet. So I haven't even moved seeds in there. Little cocoa farm. Of course, that's all manual. Not really any other way to do it. There's our little water source. This is going to be a little well at some point. So, yeah, this is it. Oh, tour base camp. Here's the upstairs with the valuables chest and like personal chest for Poe and I. This is the we're going out and might need a couple of things chest. Yeah, crafting table, beds, all nice. And downstairs, this is our bee farm. Yeah, inactive right now. I don't have bottles or shears or anything in there right now. Have plenty of supplies. Haven't really needed anything. We may, I don't know, activate these at some point. I do have plenty of glass, but no, where is it? There it is. We'll probably be making a lot of glass bottles for the farm today. So we'll see how that works. Okay, this is the build. Tower, portal. Yeah, I have to move the portal, finish building the tower. Maybe make a piglin farm. Restart the bees, and then I have a cover. My shop still doesn't have a roof. At some point I'll build a roof. So this is the build palette. They're in these chests. This is our, it's a miscellaneous project chest. This basically has the stuff for the tower. And this is going to be our project chest for today. Fantastic. All right. Somebody's already sleeping. This is where I keep food, plant stuff. And then this one is backup plant stuff. You know, like always have at least one of each seed and flowers and, you know, cocoa beans and stuff, so we don't have to go hunting it again. If somehow something happens to our cactus farm or whatever, at least I have a piece of cactus in there, right? And compost bin. And I've got plenty of poppies and red dye and everything else. Those will go in there. And here's our base camp. All of the necessities. Got our ender chest, and we have tools and spare armor in here. Grindstone, anvil, stone cutter, crafting table, of course the alchemy stuff here. There's a loom and a smithing table. What else we got in here? What's in here? Blocks, wood, tools, like redstone stuff, mob drops, ore, and iron. Put you guys in there. Sweet. Then of course smokers, blast furnaces, and fuel. Sweet. So, nice little place. Safe place to hang out. And I'm usually hanging out right here when I'm AFK. Nice and safe inside. Alright. What shall we do first? Probably need to check on the shop. I need to relocate these little guys. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere here. So, we'll do that too. Why not? So keep that on us. We'll figure out where to put that. Okay, let's go visit the shop. Bounty exists for a panda. I have not. Oh man, if I saw a panda in my initial travels, I certainly don't remember. I'm trying to think. Where did I get the bamboo? I think I found a bamboo grove. Herbal tea of choice today is my traditional strawberry hibiscus with pomegranate blueberry. It's very tasty. Very tasty. Woo! A little bit of lag, a lot of bit of lag. My shop across from the Diamond Pillar. And this is just the bottom. This is where I keep all of the inventory and stuff. So what we need to do is we need to make some flowering azalea. Oh, look, we sold a couple honeycomb. Nice. We'll grab some honeycomb. Oops. Any dye? Nope, dye is full. Fuel, look at this. I dare these people to buy me out again. They've been buying me out of kelp blocks. Every time I would make like a stack and a half, maybe a half a stack, someone would buy it out. Well, I am fully stocked now, plus charcoal. Yeah, lava, no, they don't usually buy lava. I get one or two that someone will need a lava bucket, but mainly it's charcoal and kelp. So I finally caught, sorry for the smacking, that finally caught up. No, they left it. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, someone left the shulker box. I remember them talking about that. So blocks. I am going to split this up into 2 spots. If we get to it after the clay farm, we'll probably make that a thing, so I can have more blocks to sell. And we'll just put stone and ore in this one, and then all the miscellaneous ones in the other one. Hey, I sold some fried chicken too. So 2 honeycombs and a fried chicken. Cool. Oh my gosh. That's a very loud dishwasher. It's alright. Okay, we also need to grab some amethyst. It's not all super important. I do want to work on the clay farm, but if we have time after. It's not going to be a super long stream because I have to get up early. Oh, this silly dishwasher. Oh boy. All right. But here are the shops. Some people have some really cool things happening. Towers. This hot dog. There was some sort of like parade dragon up there. It's kind of cool. Floating worm. That is a very bright building. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. Look at the big giant zombie up top. That's funny. Yeah, some really cool shops though. Really cool shops. Hey, that's nifty. All right, and then there's mine. So the bottom is all done except, well, the landscaping isn't. This is going to be like a little rice paddy. I'm not sure why grass isn't growing up here, but it looks like I'll have to replace this by hand. But the bottom of my shop is done, but the top isn't. I basically have a plain... Yeah, I just have a floor. I just have a floor. So at some point I'll put a roof on. There's all my little shopkeepers. Okay. Let's go home. Oh, speaking of tour, we'll just do... No, not warp. Home adventure, although I haven't renamed it. This is my little flower farm. Cool, huh? And it basically, you turn it on and it shifts. Right. It bone meals the grass and shifts it back and forth. So if I do it enough times, I get some blue flowers. So grab those. Might as well while we're here. Don't want to waste the bone meal. And what do we got? Speaking of bone meal, my little skeleton farm. I cleaned out all of the bones already. But yeah, they come down. The spawner is just right up there. They fall down, die on the fire, and then I get bones and arrows. Have a little trash can back here. And then if we decide to take the glass out and kill them by hand, then this is for smelting armor and stuff. So, yeah. Works out pretty well. It actually works really nicely. Alright, so let's go home. I don't know where we're going to put this extra... Oh, we do need some of the... yeah, we do need some of the nether wart on us. We are going to build the clay farm right here, I think. And then the animal farms back here. I wonder... The nether wart doesn't need access to the sky, right? Can I just build it right here? We're about to find out. Put it right under Poet's farm. Do you think he'll mind? I don't think he'll mind. Oh, and that's grass. I probably should have used my silk touch. Alright, we'll find out if it works. Great. That won't interfere. I don't really need a big nether wart plot. Looks good to me. Alright, let's put this away. Oh! Yeah, let's smelt beef. Well, let's put it in the smelter. We may not... I don't know. We can run it so you can see how cool it is. It's cool. So, the bamboo automatically feeds in. So that way, I don't have to worry about wasting any fuel because the bamboo, it's like 4 pieces per item smelted. So, I'm not wasting anything. And I can probably put sticks in here too, because I've got an overabundance of sticks from harvesting trees for charcoal and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I think it's a 16. Yeah, it's got 16 slots. That's why I have 16 little lava generating cauldrons over here. And it finishes out pretty quickly. It's probably already done distributing all of that. Let's make sure before we turn it off. Yeah. We can turn that off. And then it'll deposit all of my goodies over here. Yay! Oh, and one more thing. My lava farm. My little cobble gen. I rebuilt it. So I had like diorite and stuff like that. I figured if I used wood and obsidian, if my cats came by and knocked my mouse off and I'm sitting there doing that, I'm not going to completely bust the sides unless I accidentally touch the hoppers. And then I can change my beacon to haste because this is within range of my beacon. We'll make probably a 4-spot beacon. Hey, let me out. We'll change this to a 4-spot beacon soonish. Right. Because right now it's just got our speed on it, our running speed on it. But yeah, we'll make this a 4-slot so we can add regen and then haste all the time, which is basically all it's used for. The haste will be used for is the cobble gen. All right, we get this to put some lava in it, and we'll grab some lava. Okay, so clay farm. Going to go right here. We might need to add some dirt back here, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. Let's bring our project shulker box over. Good morning, Cut Paper. How's it going? Just did a little quick tour of the Minecraft base. Is this it? This is it. There's the project shulker box. Which, oh my gosh, there's the dishwasher again. I can't believe I normally do that in the morning, but I've been doing a lot of kitchen work this week. So here it is running again tonight. Alright. We start in this corner. That should be fine. We'll hide this under here for now. Okay, we're going to dump all of the crimson in there. Hopefully there's enough. If not, we'll have to come up with something else. Let me check. There should be enough. Hopefully we didn't need any logs. Hopefully nobody needed any logs. Poet will get more for me later if he needs to. But it won't help my build today. Okay. Let's see. Got the list of things that we need. We are going to start with our toolbox chest. Probably have plenty of things in there. So, we need, not there, 4 chests. 4 chests, 1 dropper. Okay, so for a dropper we need sticks and string, right? And cobble. And some cobble. Ooh, do we have any cobble? Yes, we do. Cobbled stone. Otherwise known as a cobblestone. Okay, so a dropper, no, a dispenser uses, I mean, I need a dispenser too, so. Trying to think if we've got some busted bows anywhere. I know, I am such a, I don't know what you call it, not really a pack rat, but frugal. I want to use the things that we have, even though I've got plenty of string. I have plenty of string and sticks to make bows out of. I think he's got, yeah, it's a cheapy bow. Yeah. Oh my goodness, a wooden sword? I think maybe those were starter weapons. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So 1 dispenser, 2 droppers. Okay. No. 1 dropper. One dropper, 2 dispensers. Oh, redstone. Redstone. Okay. Okay. Yep. And 1 of you. And 1 of you. And 1 of you. Fantastic. You guys stacked? Yes. Okay, 1 slab. I think I've got a slab out there. We're gonna need some redstone dust. No. That should be enough redstone dust. Alright. Drop you guys off. Let's drop this stuff off and find out what else we need. Excuse me. Yeah, I drink the tea to help my throat, but still got a bit of a cough today. Okay, we don't have a slab. But I happen to have some sort of diorite. Yes, I do. Diorite slab. Okay, 4 redstone torches. We're gonna need more than that though, because we need some repeaters and stuff. Alright. I see no repeaters or anything, so we'll just build those. Smooth stone, correct? I seriously don't have the smooth stone? That's weird. Alright, let's grab some cobble. What have I got on me? Let's grab the meat head back to the shop. One of the chicken and 2 honeycomb, correct? Boop. Oh, did I grab 2? Yes, I did. 4 shops. Whee! Yeah, I need to make sure I get some lily pads in here because I'll make this full of water. And then I'll crawl up and then I'll make stairs to go up here. I wish I could chisel. Really wish I could chisel. We'll make stairs to go up and then into the shop from both sides, hopefully. Okay, bee stuff and chicken stuff and cow stuff. There we are. Locks. Ah, smooth stone. Funny how I didn't have any at home. Home. Do I still have the redstone on me? I do not. Okay. Let me grab a little bit of tea, just a minute. Okay, we have need of, excuse me, again, I'm not treating my mic well today. I keep coughing and sniffing and all of that stuff. Sorry. So we need 3 repeaters and 4 redstone torches, so no comparators. Repeaters, do they use the smooth stone? They use regular stone. Let's see here. Regular stone, not the smooth stone. That's okay. It's best to have some put away for later. So, smooth stone. Let's make some actual redstone. And a redstone and torches. So we needed 3 repeaters. All right. 3 repeaters, 4 torches, 3 hoppers, and a note block, huh? Do we have any hoppers? We do not. Oh my gosh, look what I see. Dispensers. I'm a genius. Yeah, totally missed those. Anything weird up here that would... No. So, we need 3 hoppers. That's easy, right? 1, 2, 3. How do you make a note block again? Doesn't take a diamond, does it? That's redstone. Okay. Give me the wood. Give me the wood. Pink and note block. What else do we need? 11 pistons. I know he had a bunch of pistons in here. There we go. We'll take 11 pistons and 3 water buckets. Hey, Bradley. Yep, I am okay. I've actually been feeling really good. I just I have a cough that I didn't have normal sinus problems, and some medication I take does make me cough a little bit. So, it's all right. It's just doesn't make for ease in streaming sometimes. There we go. So the tea helps a lot. That's why you hear me talking about drinking my herbal tea. I did, not that I like to complain, but if I say ow, I did slice my thumb right where right where you hold the mouse on the side. Pad of my thumb, I sliced it on a quail bone on Saturday, and at the same day I somehow I figured out how I did it. Sunday I was limping around as my knee felt weird. It didn't hurt, but it felt weak. It was very strange. And I don't know, it just felt really, really strange. Like if I put a lot of weight on it, it would give out. So I kind of limped around on it. And later that night, it kind of popped a little bit. And I guess whatever, if there was a tendon weird or whatever, it went back into place. But it was really swollen. So I've been gingerly walking around on it, trying to rest it. So yes, definitely swollen. But that's it. Thank goodness it doesn't hurt. It just felt weird to bend. Especially don't want to twist and bend my knee right now. But it's definitely better. So yeah, I got some boo-boos. But I said I'm happy. How can I put this? I'm happy I woke up this morning. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that did not wake up this morning. I am absolutely thrilled and blessed to have this world to live in, and to have I'm not happy to complain about stuff. I'm happy to have stuff to complain about, but I'm happy to have the opportunity to have things to complain about, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's a little minor whiny things. I'm good. I'm actually, as I said, I'm doing fantastic. Actually, I'm quite happy. My energy level is great. I haven't had, even with the weird injury, which means that I'm limping around, which I know puts a little stress on you. I haven't had a nap. I'm older, and you know, you get older and you lose energy and you have to nap. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready for that yet. So, been doing really well and getting a lot of work done without naps this week. So yeah, I'm actually quite pleased. So in general, except for the minor complaints of self-injuries. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to go back because let's see, I need 3 stacks of building blocks. I've got those. And I need a boatload of glass bottles. We'll take care of that. So I figured it out because I also stood at the sink working on quail on Monday. Same thing I did Saturday. There was my family are like, what did you do to your knee? And like, I honestly don't know. Something is weird and out of place. We were looking for glass. There it is. Because I didn't injure it. I just woke up and it was just weird. Then I found out, I guess I need a crafting table. While I was working at my sink on Monday, doing the same project that I did Friday or Saturday, I was hyperextending my leg. And I was like, well, darn, because I don't stand like that. I was in marching band in high school, and I never had any problem with that. I know, you don't lock your knees or anything like that, so I don't stand like that. Well, I'll be darned if I wasn't standing at that sink and hyperextending my knee. Well, dang. Well, okay, I'll just, I got to think about it. And I moved to the other leg and put some weight on the other leg. And I'll be darned if I wasn't hyperextending the other leg. So at least I figured out what I did. I'm thinking about getting some loose braces. So when I have to spend a lot of time at the sink, I think, was it 6? I think I needed 6 bottles. When I have to spend a lot of time at the sink, maybe put these knee braces on that will prevent me from hyperextending my knees. Because, yeah, I'm still flabbergasted that I did that. It's at a lifetime of good posture, clarinet playing, and not locking my knees due to being in marching band, and I still can't believe I did that. All right. But thank you for asking. I know it's very long-winded, but that's what you get when you watch live streams, right? You get a little bit of vlogging and life story. Okay, I have too much junk on me. I don't even think I have a dump chest over here. Yeah, this is bad. I need to make a dump chest. Nope. Good. And we'll clean this out when we're done. Because I do a lot of... I keep my stuff organized. I have to. But someone pointed out, you could spend half your episode just organizing. It's like, yeah, so I try not to. We'll save that for later. Okay, maybe we'll have a chit chat in Discord one day and I'll just organize stuff. Although I usually keep it pretty tidy. All right, let me see. I usually break at the top of the hour, but since I didn't start till later, I'm good to go for a little bit. Pause for a quick swig of tea, which is rapidly cooling off. All right, so 3 stacks of building blocks. I think we can handle it. And we are going to start in this corner. I better... Let's see. Better move it over a little bit. It shouldn't interfere with that. It definitely won't interfere that high. All right. We'll go. All right, and we'll do that. We better put our Silk Touch shovel on. Probably need to go... Now we don't need to heal our stuff yet. These netherite tools, wow. They're with the unbreaking especially. They last a long time. Probably need some scaffolding too, huh? Probably. Alright, so let's put 2 blocks here. Okay, let's grab some scaffolding. Should be in the chest here. Or not. Ah. Aha! There it is. What are you working on in the base? I am trying to make a clay farm. I did not know that mud was a thing. And I really did not know that dripstone would turn mud into clay. So I looked at one of my favorite redstone builders online. His name is K1. He's a YouTuber. And I will link his farm in the description once the stream is over. At least in a couple of days, I'll make sure that's linked. If you're in my Discord, I'll link it after the stream. And he's got a clay farm. So we are using his build to make a clay farm. That's pretty simple. Okay, we're hoping it's simple. We're hoping. Alright, so we need a... I think we need a dropper. Dropper? No. I bet it's the dispenser. Let's see. Nope. Dropper. Dropper. It's this one. And then a repeater. Oh my goodness. Come on. Maybe I should just like grab some of this stuff. That sounds like a good plan, right? Right. All right. So we need a repeater. Let's do this. Can I shimmy over this way? Nice. On 3 ticks. And then a piece of redstone. Redstone. Okay, we want block here. And torch. Torch there. All right. Well, it's the beginnings. It's the beginnings. Yeah, this farm will be more than... It's going to be massive. I wish I could make a smaller version of it. I'm not sure. I don't know. I might be able to figure it out once I build it once. But for now, we're just going to make it massive. I have to use it once, I think, to stock my shop with mud and clay. Not like I don't know if I'll sell any, but like I said, I like the idea of figuring it out because I've never really used mud or clay before. So that'd be kind of cool. All right, let's get a block and a redstone bit. Give me the redstone bit. Here we go. All right, so if I do this, yep, and it pushes it out, so that works. Now this calls for a dispenser. Can I use that to build against? I don't know. Yes. Yes, it worked. All right. Okay, so we put a, let's see, note block here. Where's my note block? And then another dispenser here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this all works. I don't know if it matters where the note block faces. I think that just gives us something to click on. Because this isn't really an AFK farm. Okay, and then we need a hopper. Hop air this way. Okay. Very neat. Okay, and then we need a hopper. Where is that building? All right, so that hopper goes into the bottom one, and this one will go into that one. Right? Right. Okay, come on. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. All right. What have we got? What have we got? We need another block down here. All right. There. And looks like we need some glass. I happen to have glass. Just better munch some chicken. Love me some fried chicken. Yum. Speaking of chickens, gonna have to make us some fresh chicken this weekend. Yes, I live on a farm. A little tiny farm, but a farm nonetheless. So we grow our own food. So I will be harvesting some chicken this weekend. Maybe not very many, because my thumb is killing me. And I'm not really experienced in working with chicken. But, well, it's got to be done, you know, and you don't get experience till you work with it. So, yep, it is chicken weekend this weekend. I want me some roast chicken on Monday. All right, so we're going for some glass. Glad I made some. I clearly need to make more. We may run a bunch of glass through the super smelter. Or a bunch of the sand through the super smelter. Okay. So we need to enclose this little spot, I believe. Maybe I should put my Silk Touch axe on as well. So I don't have to be a total dork. We're just going to leave that stuff there. Alright, and we need to build those up a couple. So I'm not entirely sure how this works, but we'll definitely know once it's built. Like I said, this is not my design, and oh my goodness, there's the dishwasher again. I apologize. This is, yeah, comedy of errors stream tonight. Yes, it's a very loud draining dishwasher, but it's nice. It's a Bosch. Let me tell you, I love that dishwasher. I will deal with a little bit of noise. Doesn't really bother me at all. Okay, so we need 2 water sources in here. So one in front of the dispenser. Oh, that's not going to give me a water source. All right, one there. And then one in front of the hopper. And then I think we're going to build this up one more time. Glass, please. We're going to go like pink, pink, and pink. Okay. I'm going to guess we're going to have our other water source here. Yes. And a little protection on the top. Okay. I don't really need to conserve a block or 2, but I think that'll look nicer. All right. What next? Oh, yeah. We forgot to put the little slab there. I didn't think that was supposed to be there. Okay, there we are. Whoa, did it put the glass in there? I bet it did. Alright, slabby jabby. That's weird. What happened to my slab? Give me my slab. Wow, it gone. It gone. I dumped it in my dump chest, didn't I? I forgot it was a thing. Forgot it was a thing. There we go. Whee! Up we go. Oh, thumb, please don't smack buttons. You're not supposed to be smacking. Okay, now that keeps water source, correct? Correct. Alright, so... let me see. Bottom dispenser gets 9 stacks of glass bottles. We may need to make more. That would be this one, correct? Yeah, there's my glass. Give me that. Well, there's 1 stack. Counting with Pyrrh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go make 3 more stacks. Yeah. Sinister counting with Pyrrh music. Oh dear, can we make 3 more stacks? We'll definitely need to put some more glass through. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, we are just a wee bit short. Well, fine. Show the power of the super smelter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Ooh. Let's put some of this back into the project chest for now. Right. Let's put you guys in there. And how are we doing on fuel here? Oh, we're good. We're good. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're super good. We're super green. Super green. Nice. All right, we only need a couple more pieces of glass for now, but I think we're going to need more glass bottles. So I guess what you end up doing is you stand there and it'll dispense you a piece of dirt. So you just basically hold your mouse down. It'll give you a piece of dirt and you place the dirt. And so it's like an automatic placing all of the dirt into a row, and it like pistons it over, and it's kind of cool. Okay, that should be 3 more stacks of bottles, correct? I certainly hope my mute button's working. Oh man, the joys of sinus issues. All right. And that would make 7, 8, and 9. All right. 9 stacks of glass bottles. We certainly have plenty of dirt and more where that came from for sure. Clean up the base a little bit more. Okay. So the hopper gets glass bottles. And we need dirt. Dirt. Where's the dirt? There's the dirt. Okay. Oh, so we need empty bottles now. So the hopper gets... This is all the machinery, I guess we're doing that right at the beginning. Hopper gets 3 bottles. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 dirt blocks. All right. And next, isn't this fun? Yay. This gets 6 water bottles. Okay, we're being very specific here. Alright, so the dispenser out here. We need to come out one. Alright, let's grab. Grabbity grab. Blocks. Alright, so we need to come out one from here. Come on. Choppy choppy. And then we're going to come out 9 blocks more, total of 10. Let me show you how the cat farm works. Anybody says not to sleep? No. Nobody said not to sleep. Getting a little dark. Meow meow. Okay, cat farm. So all these guys are in boats. Any cat that belongs to me is stuck in a boat. And this seems to be an important point. Has never actually slept in the bed with me. I had an original cat that actually slept in a bed with me and then brought it over, and the farm wouldn't work. As soon as I humanely dispatched that particular very sweet kitty, he was old and worn out. It worked. So as long as you have not had a cat sleep with you, and then you capture all of the kitties in the little boats within a certain radius, I'm not really sure what it is, then you get all of the goodies. No phantom membranes today, huh? Come on, guys. But yep, you get all of the gifts. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so total of 10 blocks. Let's add 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a piston. I don't know how many is going to be. Probably 9. 10. 10 pistons. Let's go grab le piston. All 10. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now what? Redstone? Yes. Knew that was coming. Do I have my scaffolding? No, I do not. Thank goodness it's right here. Not too terribly irritating, I hope. Up we go. Add over. And redstone. Why do I hear... Why do I hear thumping? What was echoing? That was weird. I was hearing echoing on my... Oh, it's my footsteps. That's crazy. Oh, and yes, I have a fire on my head. It's a command called hat. It's very cute. And I thought, well, my brain is on fire. So, yeah. Fire on my head, if you were wondering. Okay. Or if you even noticed. I don't know. I forgot. I was facing front camera when I started. Didn't even think about that. Thanks, cut paper. I thought it was kind of cute. I was like, why do you have a fire on your head? Okay. So let's put... We're going to need to wire a little bit more redstone here. Come on, everybody. I guess we'll need the chest at some point. Okay. Block. We're going to go one more out from the piston. And one underneath le piston. And torch. No. And wrong. Torch. There we go. And I think we need to come out. Come on. Breaky, breaky. No, we actually do want a thingy-mabob there. Start music again. Just a moment. All my creepy music that I like in the background. Wait, go into redstone this and repeater this. And then dust on top. Oop. There we are. Okay, what next? And so the idea is, where's the farm ingredients here? Now, if we put it together correctly, we should do right. So it works. We should be able to just do now, will it still work if I do this? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I think this is in Poet's claimed area. It's something to do with how claims work. That pistons and such won't work outside of claimed areas. Oh, it's pistons and dispensers. It's weird, but no, this is claimed under Poet's area, and he's actually on. Very creepy. Look at him. He's right here in the creepy diamond helmet. Hello. Hello. He likes to vicariously, he lets his avatar watch his very large farm. We had a big joke about that. And I said, of course, he has to make it tall. He has to make it bigger. Just one more farm bigger. But it's because this farm has no problem keeping up. See, look, and we're wasting fuel. So it'll be the same, I think, when we switch over to kelp blocks. It's almost constant, but not quite. So I think with one more farm up top, it'll be a constant flow of, creating the kelp. It'll be cool. It'll be fun when the autocrafters come in. We'll figure out how that works. We'll add the autocrafter and then cycle all the fuel back, and it'll just be a self-sustaining kind of thing. It'll be very cool. All right, so now that we know that all of the redstone works. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so let me make sure that I've got this right. We're going to delete this one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear. 10, 11, and 12. All right. Man, I miss building wands. For sure do I miss building wands. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why I don't really need this big of a farm, but I think it has to do with how the redstone works. It's just going to be a little easier. So let's get our blocks. Let's see. Copper blocks. We want one there, and one there. This music reminds me of Star Trek, like the new versions. I really like this tune. All right. And a torch at the bottom. And a repeater there. Oh. Alright, so we want a torch there. Can I reach that? Yes. And repeater into the doit. Okay. Lit up. That's what we want. And okay, he wanted plain copper blocks, so we bought the regular copper ingots. Okay, and we want to go like that. Ah! Come on, up here. We want to get rid of this piece. Give that a redstone. Briggs says, can't say I've ever died like that before. How did he die? Briggs was slain by panda. Hey, I guess we know who found the pandas. You found the pandas. Alright. Last bit of tea here. We may have to take our break just a little bit early. Organized all of my herbal teas this morning. Definitely need some more cinnamon apple. I'd like to be able to make my own. Not sure if I can yet. I really like a freeze dryer, but probably just use dehydrated apples to make cinnamon apple tea. I don't know. That's something to think about. All right. And our last redstone torch. And here we are out of light again. Let's go sleep. Anybody say not to sleep? Oh, not the one Sunflower's looking for. I have no idea what kind of panda Sunflower's looking for. Alright. And I'll have Poet wrestle up more copper tonight or tomorrow. Poet is at work right now. Working hard probably, because he has not popped in to say hi. He usually will be able to listen to my stream a little bit while he works, but not a lot. But he usually at least says hi when he pops in. Probably hasn't had time. Just coming off of his weekend. Alright. But he works very hard. So I can do things like stream. Definitely scored well with that one. Helps to have be married to a fellow gamer. They understand. They understand. I still, try to make sure that I work hard to earn my game time. So, okay, so we are back here. We just, oh man, we need to build this up. We'll figure out where the end of the farm is, and then we'll extend our grassy area. Can't be too late of a night, unfortunately. I have to wake up super duper early. Got an appointment at 8 a.m. out of town tomorrow, so I'll be leaving very early. Okay. Okay, we need 10 blocks underneath where that torch is, I believe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, excuse me, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That looks like that turned out just in the right area. All right, so we want, where are we? Piston over this way and up. Yes. And apparently I'm short a torch. To put an extra torch somewhere. Alright. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Looks like all the redstone's working correctly, at least so far. Maybe I just didn't grab enough torches. Doesn't sound right. I have some in my dump chest over there. My junk chest. I probably shouldn't call it a dump chest. Let's call it a junk chest. Not really junk, but it's a junk drawer because it's a put away later drawer. Okay, so where does our torch go? Goes there. And then our dust will connect these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 9, 10, and 11. Okay. I think that finishes out the redstone. Blink. And now it's on. Okay. I think that's what we want. Did I get all my scaffolding? Yes, I believe I did. Okay. Very nifty. Yeah, okay, it looks like the edge of the beacon is like right around here somewhere. Yeah, they don't reach very far, do they? Doesn't seem right. They should definitely reach farther. All right, and what have we got? What have we got? We've got another line of blocks. Erg. In this mess here. Hey, there's some copper. Silk touched it. Dang it. That's alright. That's why we have a super smelter, right? Alright. Okay, so line of blocks goes all right, I'm a little confused here. Just a minute. Line of blocks goes where the dirt is right now. Actually goes underneath where the dirt is. Probably want my dirt too. Okay, line of blocks. Very descriptive. Okay, I think we go all the way to the end of the redstone. Oh, right to under the piston. Okay, this is going to be underneath all of where the dirt is. And then we go this way under the torch. Ah, we're going to dig all that out. That's okay. All right, wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to dig some of this out. So we're gonna dig right here. This is my silk touch, right? Yep. Need the grass at this point. Okay, and then at the corner of these, hey, I got a dirt block here. Gimme. 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 Give me my block. It's not giving me my block. There we go. There we go. All right. So right underneath here, I think. Here. Right underneath here. So we're at that level now. So I'm going to do that. So we need to dig this out all square. No biggie. In fact, we can do... Let's get the regular shovel. Because I don't need more mycelium. But if we do this... Kablam! Okay, so we do have a little bit of a vein mine happening. Really nice. Okay. But I don't want to vein mine the rest of this. How about that? That turned out almost perfect. Alright. Gonna need to dig you. We'll have to prevent this grass from growing, or the mycelium growing over the grass, though. We have to go this way, right? Okay. So now, I guess, is when we're going to build that grass spot. This is the silk touch one. Okay, want the grass. Whoa! Hello. Big hole in the ground. Yes, we're built on a little bit of a cave system here. There we go. And silk touch. I usually have that in the other hand. That's why I'm all confused. Okay. That went all right. So I need to build those blocks up. And I need to figure out how far out to bring the podzol here. We better do that. We better do that. Alright. Do I have any podzol on me? Probably not enough. How far out do we need to come? Digging to this spot here. So, for now, it'll have to go out to here. Alright, let's go grab some more. We should have plenty of podzol. If not, I can easily dig it up because I have loads out there. Look at that. Loads. I shouldn't need too many. What do I hear? Okay. Must be the bees. I can hear the footsteps in my ears. I hear the footsteps in my ears. So creepy. Alright, so those are just dirt now. Probably should do this. Bring it out here. Because the mycelium will not cross the podzol. Come on, let's square it up. Make sure there's no mycelium inside said square. Let's this regular shovel. Yeah, get rid of this. Nice. Alright, can we just build this? We can just build this up then. We need to dig down to right here. All the way across. To here? Yes. Let's dig our square out. Alright, that works. And it goes to here. Right? Right. Oh my gosh, it's dark again. Let's fill this in and we will go sleep. Come on, we're almost done, really. I don't think there's much left to do with this farm, so. Okay, we could do this a lot. We could just fill in that stuff for a long time. Let's go sleep. Oh, make sure nobody needs nighttime. There we go. Sleep. Last sip of tea. Like we'll make it another 5 minutes. Hey, look, a phantom membrane. Thank you, jellies. See? Jelly farm. Anything else? Come on. Need the rabbit hides. I guess bundles are a thing. I'm not really sure how they work. But in the next update, bundles will be a thing. So I'm collecting the rabbit hides to put in the shop as well. Okay. Phantom membrane. I'll come back and get all this stuff to put in the shop. Alright. Let's finish filling in the area. Let's drop off the podzol. I shouldn't need any more right now. And grab a bunch of dirt. Let's put this in the super smelter. Next time we need it, it'll be in there. Why is this lava not filling? Being a pain. Don't know why. I don't know why. It's a mystery. Fill all y'all in. We can get rid of you. Wow. I didn't even overwrite the podzol there. I might have eventually. And this will all become grass. Alright. Let's fill in the base here. Grass. I got a couple pieces of grass. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, look. Cole. Yes, remember to take a break. I will in a couple of minutes. I think let's just dig out this area because that'll happen really quick. Oh, you know what I should do? I mean, I got a thing and I'm stuck in the thing. I have a thing called a beacon. I very rarely use beacons, so this is a luxury. Let's switch this sucker. Oh, I need to power it too. Alright, we'll switch the beacon and then I will take a quick break. Thank you, Pet Paper. I was watching the clock, so. my knee doesn't really mind me not going an extra half hour this time for sure. Trying to baby it a little bit. But got a lot of work done on the computer for sure. Got a lot of quail listed for sale and that sort of thing. Haste. I think we click on it like that, right? Bink. Okay. And with that, on that note, beacon to the sky. I will be right back. And we're back. Sometimes you live in fear. Oh my gosh, is the mute on? Because then, you know, conversations with my 11-year-old. It'd be a whole saga. If any of you have preteen boys, I think you'll understand what I mean. Anyway, back to planting some grass. Alright, we need to be down right here. And then we'll need to build some steps out. So I probably want some more podzol. Oh good, I have a little bit. Let's do that. Okay. Am I properly down 2 slots? I am properly down 2 slots. I don't know if we want this grass or stone. Maybe we'll just leave it as a mix for now until we decide. Soak touch. Yes. Yeah, we'll just leave it a combination of both. Don't think you're going to really see underneath here anyway. I hope we have enough blocks. It'll look really weird if I have to combine other stuff with my crimson planks, because... Ooh, my goodness, that was a power munch from... Oh, that's right, I have haste. I have haste. My shovel is still a really crap efficiency, so that's why it was taking so long, and I kind of forgot about it. Do I have a non... Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and use fortune on the coal. Oh my gosh, haste works pretty well on this pick, too. Is this a fully loaded pick? I'll be darned, it is a fully loaded pick. I don't know if I can... Oh, vein mine worked for that, too. Thank you, server gods. Vanilla server with benefits. That was quite handy. And I don't have to worry about filling in all of the gaps because we are on a mushroom island. This is why I picked mushroom islands. I don't have to worry about too much. And it's dark again. It's always dark. I mean, Minecraft days are like 20 minutes long, right? Oh, they're only 10 minutes long, aren't they? You get used to Vintage Story where they're 20, the days are 40, 48 minutes. All right. Yay! Make sure we pick up everything. So sloppy. We'll light up the area too once we get it all put up. All right. I mean, it's not bright, but it should at least be light enough to work with. I've got some lights hidden underneath these carpets. It's just not a perfect match for the grass. The brown, I think, looks better. But then it looks out of place. So, I don't know. All right. So, we've got this dug out properly, correct? I think we need to put this in here. There we go. All right. Now then. Oh, I don't know why my elytra like activates at the really weird times. All right. So what do we do next? That was weird. I have no idea what that notification was. All right. This is where we're hoping we have enough blocks. Oh dear. Okay. Hope we have enough blocks. I think we do. I think we do. All right. Again, the wish for a building wand is real. I won't bore everybody by counting because we don't really need to count. We're just building a square. Yeah, I think it's right here. Just basically over this area. And then we'll have to put dripstone under all of these. Alright. So I'm learning a lot about the mechanics of dripstone. I've been playing modded, really, and haven't played updates a whole lot since 1.13 maybe. And then modded, they were all in 1.12. So, and I loved Skyblock. I think it made me a better vanilla player because basically the only things that we did in Skyblock was make it possible to get blocks that there would be no other way to. So you had to really know your vanilla mechanics in order to create the blocks. And even that's going to be totally different. How is that going to work? Still have that torch there. But I guess that's all right, right? Should be covered except for that one little torch. Interesting. Building music. Eek! Not quite. Excuse me. Not quite letting me out here. Alright. Let's go grab some more podzol before that invades my grass. Alright, and we need the dripstone. Should be enough. No, not there. Alright, I need another piece. You know what? We're gonna solve that problem by just shifting them over. And we'll do it here. Right there. How am I short one? That's how I'm short one. Alright. Are we covered? I think we're covered. And then this will all be grass. There we are. It looks like I didn't dig this part out. Oh no, this needs to be filled in. Alright, I don't think, however, Alright, now I'm confused. I don't know if these need to be filled in or not. Let's see. Let's see if I can see on his build. No, those shouldn't be filled in. Alright. Let's take these out. Right? I think. Is that right? Alright, let's put the dripstone down. I may have to take a closer look if this doesn't work. Yeah, because I don't think... I think it just goes right here. Right, I have 2 full stacks of 64, but I only need, I think... Oh, no, I don't need that much. Okay. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is too far. I shouldn't be. I don't think it goes 13. Ugh! Alright. I think I built something wrong. Alright. It'll be easier to tell when we use the pistons up top. Yeah, I think I'm only supposed to be 12 wide. This is right here. I'm wondering, I'm not supposed to be right there, am I? I'm supposed to be right here. I think that's where I'm off. I don't know. I have enough dripstone, so it's not going to really matter. So that way, if I guess that one gets full. Alright. It's definitely... I haven't gotten... I have definitely gotten an extra row here somewhere. Right. Now, all the dripstone is in place. Probably too many. Now, all of the dripstone is in place. Oh, dear. Okay. It's creepy down there. All right. And then... we got our scaffolding. Yes. Look at that. We had enough blocks. So it's all purple. We like purple. Not sure it's a perfect match for the build materials, but Poet wanted to use the crimson planks on his farm, and it looks kind of nice, so we're just going with it for the farms. All right, let's come up here. Let's see. Huh. I don't see... Alright. I'm confused. It seems like we have skipped something. There is this part. There should be a hopper here somewhere that I'm missing. Look at that. I got an extra hopper. I wonder if we've... Okay. Yeah. And then, it's this dropper. No, what? The dropper. We're going to put a hopper here. We are short a hopper. Okay, so my calculations were incorrect. Oh boy. I was doing fine and all of it worked and now I'm confused. It's alright. It's alright. We have no more chests. Man, look at this junk on me. And we're gonna grab... Can you make hoppers out of barrels? Probably not. Like, mink. And... That's not how you do that. I need a chest first. Because I needed these chests. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely been a very long day. Long weekend. I've been working hard. Quite happy. I've accomplished a whole heck of a lot. So, that's good. It's nice to take a break and play a little Minecraft. Nobody said not to sleep. Do I have room to even collect all this stuff? Hello, jelly kitties. Meow, meow. Hey, fling the stuff all the way out there. There we go. Dump all you guys in there. Give us a slight bit of space anyway. Okay. We'll have to get rid of all of this stuff here to make room to transport dirt. Alright, so you go there. Sorry about that, hit the wrong button. And then I need to add some chests on the top. Shoot. Those are my breeders. My adult quail out there. Making some noise. Don't have any, you know, a bunch of extra boys, so there's not too much noise, but boy. Guess my regular breeders are having a party out there. Maybe they're just talking to the babies, maybe. Alright, we need to be able to get up there. Do I have stairs? I only have one. Should have a crafting table over here. Alright, so we come up this way. Probably the edge of his claim is right there. Okay, and we need a block. Here. And can we make a button? Let's make a stone button. Right, like that, I think. Right. Alright, let's get rid of some things and fill those chests with dirt. Oh, we want the dirt. We want the dirt. Get rid of the rest of the stuff. And, I don't know, wow, we might actually be short a little bit of dirt. We don't have to, well, if we can't fill both chests, then we don't fill both chests. Look at that. Run, run! Probably should change it back to run speed. Take it off of haste. Alright. go into you. Take the rest of you. And all of you. Everybody into the pack. Finally have a use for all of this dirt. Everybody in. And we better... No, we don't have to leave any dirt because we've got all sorts of mycelium we got to dig up anyway. Mycelium. Need to send Poet on another trip to go get the mycelium, or nylium, I guess, that the teal and the purple nether blocks, nether fungus, grow on. Boy, my tea's probably cool enough to drink. I've got some chamomile to start calming down for the evening. Put a few more in here. Okay. So now I guess we see if the farm works, and then I can determine where my extra dripstone is. All right. Grab some tea. I just put some chamomile on top of my previous fruity herbs. Let's see. Not bad. Let's restart our playlist here. Yes, I need to find some more music because it doesn't quite last as long as it needs to be. But yeah, I don't like their Minecraft playlist. It's just a little too lo-fi. Okay. Like me some soundtrack gamey kind of music. Okay, so we go like, get us a block. Oh. And then where do I place it? Right. Here. Okay, yes. So that should... Now, when I do this, I should be able to hold my mouse. Oh my gosh! It's making mud! And then it pushes the blocks over. Sweet! Alright, it works! Little bit lagged. You get that block up there. We don't want it to hit the top there, but it seems to be working okay. Okay. Oh look, it's turning into clay already. And then we may want to dig some of this out because I think I'd like to save some mud as well. Maybe not a lot of it, but you know, a couple of stacks. Just so I can have some in my shop. You never know. I actually heard someone asking for mud at some point since the server has started, for sure. Look at that! That's so cool! Alright. And then we can decorate it. I'm not sure if we're going to make it tonight because I'm already yawning. Oh my gosh, it has been some time. But this is cool. I'm assuming it'll stop. Right. And then I'll have to dig all that out. Let's see. We just wait for it to turn into clay and then we dig it all out and we just do it over. Alright. Let's see. Well, that part works. Apparently this line, well, you know, it doesn't matter. We can always leave it because if we get a couple extra blocks, it'll make it into dripstone too. Sweet. Oh, that sounds very squishy. That sounds very squishy. Alright, let's... Do you need silk touch to get mud? Probably not. Nope. No, you do not. Now, here's a question. Can I vein mine mud? Squish! Great! And it does it for the clay too. Nice. Alright. Since we want to gather the mud right now too, that's perfectly fine. Neat. Alright. We only have to do that one more time, and then we'll make the whole, we'll let the whole thing do clay. Neat. My footsteps, they're still freaking me out. Dirt. Okay. It works. All right, and we just hold it down. It doesn't take very long either. Nice. Okay. I guess it's fully loaded with the bottles and everything else it needs. I guess it just, that's right, because it's taking the bottles and putting them back in and refilling them, isn't it? It's quite the little machine, Ken. Ken, can I call you Ken? Amazing. Clearly I have another fish called Wanda quote I've got to put in there. I have not seen Ken post anything for about a year, so hopefully he's okay and just moved on to other real life things, but I do miss his Minecraft builds for sure. Let's see if I can post on his channel, see if we can get a response, see how he's doing. But yeah, he's made some really nice farms. I wonder if I have anything else on my island designed after his. I'm not sure. That should give me 2 stacks. Right. So what I can do, I think, we'll just dig these out. And it's nighttime again. Oh, that's a very weird sound. Very squishy. Very squishy, slappy. Alright. Let's find a light to put over here. Where do we want to put it? Let's fill this in with dirt and let that be working on the clay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I accidentally dig something I shouldn't? This didn't retract like it should. This is... Oh, I bet that's because this stuff is still... Alright. So I can't really do that because it's relying on it saying when it's done from over here. Alright. Fair enough. We'll just leave it like that. Let's go find some frog... Or, not frog lights. Was it frog lights? Yeah, it's frog lights. Now, the question is, can I remember where I put them? I do not know if I remember where I put them. Yes, no, yes, no. This is, we already did this once before, and I couldn't find where I put them. Tools? No. Mob drops? No. Not under the wood. Of course not. Oh my goodness. I already did this, and I found them, and I put them away. Nobody knows. Alright. Not in here. Are they in here? Why are they in here? Seriously. Okay. For now, we're gonna do blocks. Okay, this is gonna be the other blocks. So we'll do some mud, and we'll do clay, and then we'll put the spares up here. Nice. And our dyes, we had some spare blue flowers, so there we go. Okay. We'll move the shopkeeper. We have to make a couple new shopkeepers, because we're going to probably split our plant stuff and crops between these two, and then this will be our other blocks, whereas this will be stones and ores. Right. I don't know. Do I have any more copper? No, I do not. Okay. We'll need some carpet. No. Some moss carpet. And then we'll light that up and we'll decorate it. Decorate it a little, probably another time. I don't think we're going to be able to decorate it yet. Oh, because I am running out of steam. Darn. I hate when I have to do that, but like I said, unfortunately, I don't. This is not my day job, or my night job, or any job. This is me goofing around and having fun. Okay, so we're gonna do some silk touch. There. Okay. We can probably... I don't know if it'll light up if I do it this way. Let's see. I don't know if it'll illuminate that block or not. No. That will completely obscure it, so we don't want to do that. Give me the dirt. We're going to do this. Right. We'll just edge it. Because moss carpet is easy to get just by growing mangrove trees. Okay, that looks much nicer. And that didn't take too terribly long at all. Let's dig this out and do it one more time. We'll just fill the whole thing up. Right. Oh, nice. That worked. All right. See, and then the piston retracts like it's supposed to. Nice. Okay. All I have to do is hold my button down, I think. That's so cool. I love his little machine. And I think we need to add some lights in the other corners as well. And then we'll finish off like decorating around the outside a little bit. Eventually we'll cover up all of these farms in some sort of like Japanese gazebo or something to kind of bring them in where they all match kind of with the theme of the build. And then we can get to work on building our village. I want to work on that tower and then of course the shop first. But I thought it would be fun to build a farm. Poet's been hard at work building all the little farms out there, and a big farm, a big kelp farm. That's kind of nice, getting a couple of little things done. Feel like I'm useful. Because I don't know how useful mud and clay is, but we'll at least stick them in the shop. Okay. And then this will be busy making clay. That's too cool. All right, let's go around the other corners. That's right. That's... Do I have any other dirt on me? No. Look, I got mud. And I need to make some more stairs. Let's do... And the grass will eventually come out this way. I was going to say I could probably put one there, but yeah. There and there and there. Just kind of tie it all together. And get rid of you. Excuse me, and you. All right, there's our farm. Then we'll enclose it just a little bit. All right, and how does it look on the map? Yeah, clearly we need to extend the grass. We need to replace all of this with grass. Poet snow golems are doing a pretty good job. Look at that. That looks really neat. That looks really neat. Got to get rid of some of the mushrooms. The snow golems will not go over the mushrooms. All right. Nice. Oh, look, we got another kitty. Cream colored kitty. I think there's a Persian out there too. Okay, so we did a thing. We did a little mini tour of the base and restocked the shop, showed off the new farm and a couple of the new builds. And yeah, we have a clay farm now. Why? I don't know. Best not to ask too many questions. Thank you for joining me. And we will be back with Vintage Story on Thursday and Saturday. Not sure what we're doing. Don't remember what we're doing. Working on the interior of the chapel and probably the exterior grounds there. Trying to replace the grass with some granite and get it all nice and fancy. Get that open air market area ready to go. And then we'll be back on Tuesday. I am not quite ready to do crowd control yet. What I want to do is, now crowd control will enable the viewers to participate with me in Minecraft by summoning mobs and taking away items, giving me items. It's, I don't know, just playing sounds. It's going to be a good time. And if I pay for a subscription, then it enables me to give away more free points for you to participate with. And I think that's going to be important for us to have a lot of fun. So I'm waiting until we can do that. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know. It's not as much fun when it's just me doing an adventure. I mean, that's nice, but not the point of crowd control. So we will probably put that off a couple more weeks until I'm prepared to get that subscription up and running and make sure everything is all snazzy. But I have some ideas of some challenges that I can do, and you guys are supposed to beat me. And if I can't get the challenge done before the end of the stream, like 15 minutes before the end, then I'll let you guys decide something that I have to do. And I have no idea. You guys will have to come up with some ideas, and then whoever like got the most kill shots or something can can decide for sure. Or maybe we'll spin a wheel or something. I have no idea. I have no idea what would make a good penalty if I don't make my challenge. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, hopefully I see you again. And actually, I will. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, play hard, die often, and leave a good-looking corpse.